What is going on, guys? Welcome to Gregos TV. In this video, we're going to talk about the Sony Xperia 1 IV or 4. Does it overheat? That's a big topic that's going on about this phone. This is a international version. It has a Snapdragon 8 Gen 1, 256 gigs of storage, 12 gigabytes of RAM. And I put it through some pastes of doing a long video, sending a big file transfer, holding it in my hand. Is it hot? Does it burn out? Does all that stuff? So join me on this adventure and come find out. I'm going to try this. I'm recording with this right now. I'm just going to let it record for 5 minutes on 4K and see if it overheats. Okay, so I've been recording, just obviously nothing crazy here, and it's been recording at 4K the whole time. And the back is, I don't have a way to gauge this, but it's pretty hot. Not so hot where it's burning my hand. I can definitely hold it, but I can feel the heat. It feels warm. I guess it would concern me a little bit. It's pretty hot here today. My room is not air conditioned. And then actually, finally, as I just did this, high temperature possible burn risk if device used in hand. Continue to use. And I have only been holding it for just a quick second there. So you can do continue to use if you want, but you have that burn signal on there. And like I said, it is kind of warm, and it's getting warmer. So it's a little bit scary. I'll stop at the 15-minute mark. So I'll put the phone down for now, and I will come back when that says 15 minutes. All right, guys. It's at 15 minutes. It still has that signal, which, I mean, I guess it's good that it has that, indicating that you might burn your hand. And it is fairly hot. And it's hot around the body of the phone. On the sides, too. But I feel like the most of the heat's coming from the back here. Screen's not that hot. So I'm going to stop it now. So that's stopped. Let's go back in here real quick. I'm going to swipe up, because one of the things that I noticed, and I'm assuming it's still indicating that it's still hot, and I've done all the updates that are on here. Let me go into settings. There it is. There's settings. And I noticed one of the things that you can't do when the phone overheats, and we'll see if this is the thing, is you can't do 120 hertz. I had this issue earlier, like I said in the video. There you go, high refresh rate. So it's still turned on right there. But the other day, when I was setting this up, it was on 60 and it wouldn't let me turn it off until the phone cooled down. So it looks like it's still trying to run at 120 hertz. And let's just see. It seems still kind of smooth so far, even though it's at that heat advisory. Let's open up the Google Play Store. I don't know. That seems a little sluggish to me. That's one thing I noticed at the beginning of this phone too. Like, that's kind of sluggish scrolling. It's not very smooth. Let me open up Chrome. Android Police. So go to the Android Police website. Loaded up the website pretty quick. Now that's running pretty good. The Google Play Store, not so much. I mean, it's not, I mean, you can see it's like showing some black parts of the thing. It takes a second for the picture to load up, but generally it seems to be running okay on this. I don't know. It's a little wonky. Like loading up. I mean, I have fast internet, so I know it's not my internet. Internet's really, really fast.
Your source for daily tech news.
Seems to be going fine.
So you know what's going on in the world of tech. How's everyone doing? Hope you're having a fantastic day. We've got a great day of tech news for you and a couple of questions. So let's just dive into the tech news. First, our first story of the day has to do with the Pixel 7 and 7 Pro. Why?
All right, so that's running fine. No issues with playing videos. What I'll do next is I will transfer. I'll go into Send Anywhere, the app, and I'm going to try to transfer the file that I just recorded, the video file. I'm going to transfer it to my computer and see if it causes any heating issues. All right, that's the file right there. So I'm going to bring up my Send Anywhere on my computer and try to grab that file, 179268. I'm going to hit receive, and it's 15 gigs, so it will take a bit of time, or 5 gigs, I'm sorry, 5.95 gigs. And you can see it's going to take about 9 minutes to send. So I'll let it do its thing. Because one of the things I heard is that with file transfers, this phone does overheat. So we'll see if that's the case. I'm going to pause the video, or at least the recording of it right now. And I'll come back in, looks like 5 minutes, and see how it feels. All right, it's done. Completed the file there. Hopefully you can see that. I want to admit, it's still warm, but it did cool down. That's the good thing. So, all right, guys. So the Sony Xperia 1.4 or IV, whatever you want to call it, it gets hot. I think the worst scenarios for this are going to be when you're using the camera or doing a video call. That's when it gets really warm and toasty and potentially overheats. It could potentially throttle the performance back or kick the refresh rate down to 60 again from 120. And at that point, I don't know if I mean, maybe it just needs an update, which I doubt, but it seems like it's more thermal, paste that would help through thermal throttling and thermal overall performance of the processor, the Snapdragon 8 Gen 1, or maybe it's the heat dissipation that they're working into this phone. I don't know exactly what it is, but it would worry me a bit to the point where I'd be like, I mean, just that one fact would probably hold me back from buying the phone because of the fact that you want your phone to be super reliable and you don't want to have to worry about it. And I've had the phone for a couple of days, and the phone seems cool, seems interesting. I'm not a huge candy bar phone guy anymore. I like folding phones, but I don't know. I'll do a full kind of like what I think about the phone, not just the heat thing, but I wanted to get this heat video out because it seems to be a hot topic, no pun intended. So it does get hot. You saw that you will get warnings of it burning your hand or all that kind of stuff. When I was setting it up, that's when I did get kickbacks to 60 hertz. It said basically don't touch the phone, let the phone cool down more or less. So I personally probably wouldn't buy it because of this one reason. I would go elsewhere and look for other phones. I think there's better phones out there that you can get. I think the Samsung phones are ultimately better than this phone. Pixel phone is pretty close to it in a lot of ways of being a better phone. So I don't know. I think I really do feel like there's better phones out there, and the heat thing would worry the crap out of me. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. We'll see you down the road. Peace.